Now I want to talk about my new program, Reclaim. So Reclaim is a 9-month exploration of pussy, power, and pleasure. I am so excited about this program because it truly speaks to where we are right now in our culture, in our bodies, with our emotions, with our capacity. I felt like I really wanted to share all of my programs. I was feeling like my programs were a bit too compressed. The expectation to get it done may be something that felt overwhelming, particularly because we're living in a world of uncertainty right now. We don't know what's coming, and we don't know how much energy or capacity we have. And so I thought, how do I speak to that? How do I offer something that allows us to still have a conscious practice of pleasure, but doesn't involve a lot of work, a lot of commitment, a lot of time, and a lot of mental energy? And so this is what I came up with. I combined all of my programs, and I thought, how long do I want this program to last? Like, how long do I want this container to be? And 9 months came to mind, and it felt like a good number, and I mapped all my programs in, and it worked out that I would be releasing modules roughly every other week, and that gave us so much time to luxuriate in each of the modules. So that's what this is. Reclaim is a journey from a very basic yet profound connection to your body through deep healing of shame and sexual shadow into the sacred space of intimacy. It's an invitation to allow the erotic support of sensual feminine archetypes with a focus on pleasure that heals, awakens, empowers, transcends, and invites authentic sexual expression and wholeness. As you can see, each of the 9 months here has a theme. And my courses will be dripped into these themes, potentially out of order from how the course typically runs, but in order with how I foresee us going on this journey together. We begin with foundation, some nervous system healing and connecting to our bodies. Then into desire, a month devoted to understanding desire. So that's when we get to work with responsive and spontaneous desire and understand our own unique desire type and what our roadmap to desire is. And we'll be inviting sexual desire with intentionality. And then we'll move on to Ignite, working with the content in Ignite Your Desire. We'll explore archetype work, which is really, really powerful in our sexuality. We'll do some rewilding and an introduction to sacred sex. Then we'll move into some deep rest. This will happen in December, and we'll explore the seasonal nature of our sexuality as we enter into winter. And then we look at pussy. In January, you will meet your pussy with a guided audio pleasure practice. This is the sex ed you didn't get in school. Then into release, it's an introduction to vaginal eggs and a pleasure practice to release sexual shame. And then on to power, which is an exploration of peak pleasure states, consent, boundaries, and speaking up for what brings you pleasure. Then sacred. Here's where we'll dive into the shadow work. We'll work with some devotional sacred sexuality practices as well. And we're going to approach shadow work through the sacred. So through sacred sexuality, it's really potent and powerful work. And that was part of my course, Pussy, Power, and Pleasure. And then we move into intimate. So this final piece of embracing our authenticity, our authentic sexual wholeness, and vulnerably opening the door to deep intimacy. And we'll do that through devotional practice. So this may be deep intimacy with somebody else or with ourselves. So everything that I've created over the last year is in one program, and it's dripped out in this beautifully slow and sensual way. Your nervous system, your energetic and emotional capacity, and your financial capacity. All of these things are taken into consideration in this course. We want this course to be something that feels doable and that really supports you to have a conscious and really, really intentional connection with pleasure in your life. And this will support you to navigate the challenges of these times. The cost for the program is $111 a month, and that will be for 9 months. You can pay upfront, it will be $1,000, and this is Canadian. The doors for this program close on September 20th, so you can see that we start on the 24th, and I would love for you to join us before the 24th, and the modules and the content will start to release on that day. We'll be having our first group call after September 20th, and that's why I am really leaving this luxurious, open time for you to deeply consider whether or not this is the right program for you. Now, if you have any questions, if you want to look at the program just a little more deeply, you can go to my website, robinjoy.ca, and I'll also link the information in the description for this video. You can visit my website, learn more about Reclaim, and if you'd like, you're welcome to book a call with me and we can talk about whether or not this is the right program for you. I would love to have you in the program. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can share your questions in the comments or email me directly, and I look forward to sharing Reclaim with you.